everybody, it's Bunny, and it's time for another tea vlog. And the world looks so magical today. I wonder if I can like show you guys what I can see. I feel like we've got a lot of stuff to cover today, so I'm just gonna jump right in. I actually kind of have a creepy story to tell you guys for those of y'all who miss my kind of paranormal, ghostly stories. And we're also gonna talk about what happened to my eyelash extensions. I don't know why I've just never sat down and told you guys about it yet, and I guess I don't know, I guess it's because I like came home from BeautyCon and I'm kind of really lazy lately, and I think it's because my allergies are like off the Richter scale. Like literally Dogman and I just took a walk in our neighborhood and the sidewalks are like yellow. I'm not even exaggerating, because that's how much pollen is all over everything, and my car is gold, so you can't really tell, but like on every car that's not gold, it's like covered in gold pollen. It's disgusting. So I'm just like just my face itches. I just want to scratch my face off. All right, so we're just gonna start off with the creepy story. And if you don't like creepy stuff, you might want to skip ahead for a couple of minutes. I'm not exactly sure how creeped out people are gonna be by this, so I'm just going ahead and giving you guys a fair warning in case you don't like stuff like this. This happened, I think, 2 nights ago, and Dogman and I were just at home. We were just upstairs watching television like we always do. It was probably around 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. All of a sudden, and I started hearing stuff, and what I heard was like footsteps, but I think I hear footsteps all the time, especially on the stairs. So I didn't say anything, but we were just kind of like talking, and he like shushed me, like paused me for a second, and he was like, "Did you hear that?" And I'm like, "Hear what?" And he thought he heard one of the doors opening or the sound of someone kind of like sneezing, like a muffled sneezing sound. And I was like, okay, this is kind of creepy, but it also didn't make any sense because we knew that we had all the doors shut and locked, and we have an alarm system, so like if it like beeps, it makes noise like if a door is actually opened. So we go downstairs, we start checking on everything, all the doors are locked. I was like scanning the security system, no doors had been opened or anything like that. And so we're just kind of like walking around downstairs, like in the kind of like I guess it's like the living room. We kind of use it as more of like a formal dining area, but it's technically the living room. And there is a bathroom over there, like kind of, I'm trying to like explain the house, but it's kind of like a bathroom that's like right next to the staircase, like part of the formal living room, if that makes any sense. It's like a half bath, so it's just a bathroom, like not a shower or anything. And the door was shut, and he was like, "Did you go in this bathroom?" And I'm like, "No." So the door to the bathroom was shut, which is kind of weird because we just always leave the bathroom doors open, you know, to signify like nobody's in there, come on in. So the door was shut, and then he tried to open the door, and the door was locked, like from the inside of the bathroom door, which I have never had that happen before personally, and I have never seen that happen before. Then we're kind of like really getting creeped out because we're like, is somebody, I don't know, like what we thought. I don't know what we thought. And so then like behind the door, I started hearing this sound like little footsteps or like something brushing up against the inside of the door. And then I started to think, oh, like it's just Boris, because sometimes he's shut himself in a bathroom or a closet or the laundry room before, but he's never locked himself in there. Like, I don't, it's kind of hard to explain. I feel like the doors are kind of like hard to lock. Like, I don't really feel like it's something that you could do accidentally. So we go upstairs because he has kind of like this master tool thing that will just like, not really like pop the locks on the doors, but it'll like fit into the lock to like open the lock. You know, it's not like a deadbolt or something. It's just like a little like bathroom door lock. So we go back downstairs, and we're kind of just like a little freaked out at this point because it's like the bathroom door is locked and it's kind of like making motion like someone or something is in the bathroom. Literally, he's about to open the door and pop the lock, and we're kind of like standing at the ready, you know, like kind of all kind of creeped out, you know, it's kind of creepy. Literally right before he's about to pop open the door lock, the door, like, kind of, I don't want to say the door breathed, because that makes no sense, but it's almost like if there was like a current or something, and there's not any air conditioning vents or anything like that right around this door, so it kind of doesn't make any sense, but the door like sucked in and out. It like visibly rattled, I guess you could say, or moved. So at that point we're just like, and I was like, okay, the cat has got to be in there. And like, little did we know, and it's a good thing we didn't look behind us, because the cat was literally the whole time curled up in a chair, like sleeping behind us the whole time that this is going on. So like, had I turned around and seen Boris like just sleeping peacefully in a chair while all this movement is going on, I would have been like 10 times more weirded out. So like, after the door kind of moved, like once again kind of low to the ground, it literally sounded like a cat or an animal like rubbing up against the door. I don't know, like probably if you have pets, you know what I'm talking about, where they kind of like just walk next to a door and make the door move or make the door rattle or something like that. So he pops open the door and there's nothing and nobody in there. Like I already revealed to you, the cat is sleeping behind us, and he walks in the room and he's like, doesn't this bathroom feel like really, really cold? And it kind of did. I don't know. It was just like a weird feeling. Really cold, nobody, nothing in the bathroom, kind of creepy. Like I said, I swear I hear like little like footsteps or something often. It's kind of bizarre, and I just feel like it's kind of a weird thing to say. Maybe it's like all of my antiques or something, I don't know, but it seems kind of like every house that I live in or that I move in, and then I start to kind of like decorate it and fill it with my stuff, it just kind of feels like there's something there, not something bad, but just like something that's almost like kind of playful, I guess you could say, because I think that that's, I mean, like what happened wasn't like harmful, and I guess it was like a little spooky at the time, but it's not like I've been like scared to sleep at the house or anything like that. Kind of spoopy, kind of creepy, and I thought for you guys that like missed like my creepy, spoopy kind of stories that y'all would enjoy hearing that. I get little things like that that kind of happen all the time. I just don't mention them because sometimes I feel the more I talk about it, like the more stuff happens and it starts to become like more active and kind of like, I don't know, it just goes in a direction that's I don't so much like to travel in anymore, but I still do have experiences from time to time, so I thought I would share that one, because that one was, that was kind of epic. That was like 20 minutes of like straight up weird stuff happening. Now on to my treacherous eyelash extension experience, and my experience was not nearly as bad as some other ones that I've read or that I've heard, and I felt like it was so ironic because the day after I uploaded that last tea vlog where I was like, yeah, eyelash extension, oh boy, they're so great, like the next day I had to have them removed, and I think that that was a Thursday that I had them taken off. Yeah, it was a Thursday because it was the day that we were driving into Dallas for BeautyCon, and Dallas is like 4.5 hours away from where I live. So I got up that morning and was kind of just like packing and getting ready to get on the road, got in the shower, and I was like washing my face, and I really followed all the rules to a T. Normally I'm not the best one for rules, but I'm kind of like sensitive about my eyes, I guess, so there's some things that I'm like like really following the rules because I don't want to mess up. So I was really careful whenever I had worn makeup around them, which I think I only got to wear them with makeup like 2 times, or when I was like washing my face and stuff, I made sure to never rub them to like tangle them or anything like that, and I always combed them out with a spoolie brush to once again try and prevent tangles. But that Thursday morning, it literally felt like one of them on this eye got crossed somehow or like tangled, and I swear it just looked like it was bent and nothing I was doing was helping, and it started to hurt so bad like every time I blinked. And the salon I went to, they were so nice, and they just kind of like made an emergency appointment for me to like go in and get it fixed, and that's all I was really intending to do off the bat, was to just kind of like have that one removed or fixed or whatever they could do, clip it out. I don't know what they were planning on doing, but then I just started to kind of like, I don't know, they weren't uncomfortable really, but I just think I'm the kind of person, like, a lot of times I just like to have like just my natural face. I don't like to feel anything touching my face. I don't like to feel anything like in my hair. That's why I always want to get like really awesome manicures done. Like, I love the look of stiletto nails, but I just know like 5 seconds after I have them put on, I'm just gonna want to like rip them off. I don't know what it is about me. I guess I'm just too used to like my natural self, but I just get like really finicky and picky and disturbed like when I feel like I can't like kind of remove everything at the end of the day and just like fall asleep like with a nice fresh face feeling. Ooh, that's a rhyme. So I had them on for about 5 days and I just wasn't like in love with the experience. There was a lot of things that was convenient about it, like not having to apply mascara and just kind of like always having like a nice look about my eyes. You know, I kind of always did look like I was just like wearing mascara, which was pretty cool, but just like constantly having to comb them or like to think about how I wash my face or, you know, to think about how I apply my makeup. It was just a lot of like extra steps and stuff that I just didn't think was that great of a fit for me. Like I told you guys in my last video when I talked about them, I think that was my last tea vlog, but I had them applied with medical grade glue. Those are only supposed to last for about 2 weeks tops with the medical grade glue. So I pretty much got like half of the wear time out of them, but I was just scared to be on the road or like be at BeautyCon with my eyes all completely puffy and swollen or something crazy like that. I don't know, I was just really paranoid that something was gonna happen that was gonna like prevent me from going to the meet and greet or something like really crazy and terrible like that. So I decided that the best thing for me to do was to just have them removed when I went for that little emergency appointment. And the removal process was really, really easy. I don't know if it's just because I had them on for such a short period of time that I didn't notice really any lash fallout, but she removed them in like 5 minutes and none of my natural lashes seem affected or damaged from having them on. The good news is this week I pretty much can't tell that much of a difference anymore where I buzzed off my eyelashes on this side of my eye. And that's really what promulgated me to get lash extensions in the first place, is that I like accidentally buzzed off like at least 60% of my eyelashes on this eye. So I accidentally shaved them off on Valentine's Day, which is February 14th. So it's definitely taken a little over a month. They're still just a little bit patchy on this side, but I don't really feel like, oh, like I have to wear false eyelashes or anything anymore when I do my makeup. I kind of feel like I could just put on some really volumizing mascara and I'm good to go. I don't feel like it's like that dramatic of a situation anymore. That's good news, I feel. I'm so glad to have my real eyelashes back, and I think I've learned my lesson with like having fake stuff applied. I was really thinking about having like hair extensions like put in my hair just for like volume or maybe to do some extra special colors or something cool like that, but I don't think I could deal with it at all. I think by the end of the night I would just like want to rip all my hair out. So I think that that was like my last life lesson with like trying to do anything even semi-permanent. I just can't handle it. I don't know. That's why, oh my goodness, like the newest fad I'm seeing everywhere is like eyebrow tattooing, and it just looks like, I don't know, it looks like it would be like amazing to just constantly just wake up and have your eyebrows on fleek, but I could never ever do anything like that. It would just drive me crazy. I hear people like lightly chanting in the background. There must be like some school event. Do you hear that? It's like they're yelling, go! But I cannot think, like the nearest school is pretty far away. I guess really that's all the stories that I have for you guys today. And I've got a new Does This Thing Really Work planned for this weekend. Are you excited about that? Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and for sipping. I hope you guys had tea or some beverage that you like so that you could sippy with me. Sippy. If you'd like to be and you're not already, hit that button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swamp Family, and give an alligator its wings. Also, if you want, you can like me on Facebook, facebook.com/graveyardgirl, or you can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram at graveyardgirl, same way it's spelled here. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye!